Alright, this video is the start of our place value lesson. Last year, you should have represented, compared, and ordered numbers through 999,999. And this year, we're actually going to take it all the way to the billions place. So as you can see here on the screen, we have a little vocabulary. Go ahead and pause the video and familiarize yourself with the vocabulary. Alright, you see I have a question here on the board. The answer to our question is one rod. This one rod right here is made up of 10 units. So we can write our relationship as one rod equals 10 times 1 unit. Another way to write that would be the tens place is 10 times the ones place. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little more sense to you guys. The tens place is 10 times the ones place. So let's go ahead and put our units where they go. So our 1 unit goes here in the ones, and our rod goes in the tens. And so to get a rod, we're multiplying the previous unit times 10. So ones times 10 gives us our rod, or our tens place. So let's take a look at this one. One flat is made up of 10 rods. So this one flat right here is made up of 10 of these rods. So again, our relationship is one flat equals 10 times 1 rod. In other words, the hundreds place is 10 times the tens place. Okay, let's go ahead and add our flat to our place value chart here. And so, once again, going to the left, multiplying by 10. So 10 rods equals 1 flat. Hopefully by now you're kind of catching on. And to answer our question here, a thousands cube times, it is 10 times 1 flat. So a thousands cube equals 10 times 1 flat. So there's 10 flats in a thousands cube. Another way to write it would be the thousands place is 10 times the hundreds place. Okay. So, as we move from right to left, from the thousands place to the 10,000s place, we would continue to multiply by 10. So, to answer our question here, we're going to continue to multiply by Okay. An example, or for example, 1,000 times 10 equals 10,000. All right, so to answer our second question down here, again, if we move from right to left from the 10,000s place to the 100,000s place, we'll continue to multiply by 10. And I'll just give you the example here. 10,000 times 10 equals 100,000. Okay, let's look at an example where it's not 10. So, for example here, if I was to put a 5 in the ones place, 5 times 1 would give me 5. Well, what if I took that 5 and I moved it over to the tens place? Now I'm doing 5 times 10. That gives me, let me use a different color. That gives me 50. Give me 50. Okay, so let's take our 50. And what happens if I multiply that 50 times 10? Take my 5, put it over here, add a 0, and I get 500. Get 500. Move my 5 over again. Oh, I don't want you to make it there. Well, I guess it's going to anyway. Okay, so now I'm doing 500 times 10. I get 5,000. If I do 5,000 times 10, 50,000. And 50,000 times 10 would be 500,000. You should start seeing that pattern develop. Okay. Kind of over here to the side, if I take 500,000 times 10, I'm adding just one more 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it would be 6 zeros. Okay, so now I've got 5 million. 5 million times 10 would be 50 million. 50 million times 10 would be 500 million. 500 million times 10 would be 5 billion. Billions, thousands, and ones. Okay. So each time I'm moving the number to the left, I add a 0 because I'm multiplying by 10. So move to left. Oops. Add a 0. Why? Because when I'm moving to the left, I'm multiplying by 10.